Sports. And I come in here to holler at y'all this morning, man. Hey, want to talk about these Panthers, man. They talk about all the Panthers setting Bryce up for failure, and is he the quarterback for the future, man? I came on here this morning, man, to talk about this, man, because I had a big conversation with some of the guys that work out with me this morning, man. And I'm gonna get right into it, man. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened, what was going on, man. Um, we discussing this morning, man, because I had on my Carolina Panthers shirt, to get my little workout on. And one of my buddies that be in the gym workout, around about the same time I work out. He seen me with the shirt on. He like, hey man, he said, hey, you a true fan for wearing that shirt, man. He said, hey, y'all struggling right now. I said, yeah, you right, we struggling. He said, man, he said, y'all know y'all setting that boy up to fail, right? I said, what you mean? So y'all setting that boy up to fail, man. He said, okay, last year, y'all offensive line was terrible. The boy getting sacked every other play. He said this. He said y'all probably messed him up mentally with all them times he was getting sacked. I'm like, man, come on, man. He like, think about it, man. He said you come out of college, you ain't you come out of college, you ain't really getting touched like that. You ain't really getting touched like that. Now all of a sudden you getting hit damn near every other time you throw the ball. He say our receivers weren't getting open like that. And then he said this year y'all ain't got no weapons for the boy. He said the boy playing, but y'all ain't got no weapons for him. I'm like, what you mean we ain't got no weapons? He like, look at him, man. He say, this what he telling me now. He said, y'all don't have no threat on offense that nobody got a game plan for. He said, damn near most teams, they got at least a receiver, running back, or somebody like that you got a game plan for, the stop the team. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, yeah, you got a point. We got some young receivers, young up and coming receivers, Xavier Legette, he been doing pretty good. Um your boy Jalen Coker, he been stepping up. What up with your candy girl? I appreciate you coming through. He said your boy Jalen Coker, he's stepping up a thing. Well, I said that. I said Jalen Coker, he's stepping up. He said, yeah, man. He said, yeah, man, I understand. Y'all got some young receivers that's stepping up, and that's probably good for the future. He said, but man, look at it. He said, y'all don't have no threat with another team come in for and be like, oh yeah, we got a game plan for him. That's a problem. We got to make sure we share the coverage to him, or we got to make sure we stack the box to stop this running back. He said, y'all ain't got nobody on the team like that. What up, Adina? I appreciate you coming through. He said, y'all ain't got nobody on the team like that, man. He said, basically, a team can come in and play y'all, they normal defense. They ain't really got to stress during the week when they do film study or game plan. Because he said, y'all ain't really got nobody to game plan for. So I'm like, hold up, man. I'm like, look. He said, calm down. It was. I ain't gonna say it was a debated conversation, but we had a little talk going on. Cause I'm like, look, man. I'm like, shit. I mean, of course, yeah, we are a bad team this year, and I ain't gonna knock that. We are a bad team this year. I'm not gonna knock that. But we do. I feel like we do got some young talent on offense, and I feel like the offensive line is something to look forward to. Quarterback don't be getting sacked and pressure like that. But check me out though. So how you expect your quarterback to be successful? So how you expect your quarterback to be successful if y'all ain't got no threat on offense? He said when it's 3rd and 10. He said, who y'all go to? He said, who y'all go to, guys you go to? He said, y'all ain't really got nobody That's a go-to player like that. Nobody that when it's time to move them chains, they're gonna move them chains. I'm sitting here listening to this man like I don't want to hear that shit, but he's making good points. He like, yeah, man. He said y'all expect for that man to make plays, and he don't really have the weapons around him to make plays. So I'm telling him, I'm like, well, look, man, have you actually watched the Panthers play more than just maybe one or two games? He like, I don't need to see a whole lot of games. He said the games I seen, he said that's all I needed to see. I said, well, shit, man. If you look at the game, man, you look at the game, you look at Bryce, you look at his footwork in the pocket, you look at him throwing the same interceptions in the middle of the field that he threw last year. Let's see what is it? Hey, Jay, hey, you need to cut that out about that data stuff. We ain't even talking about that. Matter of fact, hold on. Yeah. We ain't even talking about nothing like that, man. Hey, we talking about sports over here, so chill out with that, man. But yeah, so getting back into what I'm saying, man. So we had a little conversation, man, because in his mind, and you know what, he's not the first person to approach me. When me having on the Carolina Panthers shirt and say that they feel like the Panthers are basically either what you want to call sabotaging Bryce or setting him up for failure. Um, because he was telling me, y'all took him out. Yeah, he was messing up, but they were like, how he gonna learn on the sideline? They're like, he need to be on the field playing. If y'all expect for him to get any better, he need to be on the field playing, which is true. I mean, you don't get as much experience when you're sitting on a bench as you do in the game playing. In game adjustments, in game blitzes. Calling out if the line needs to shift to this side or shift to that side. So I understand what you're saying with that, but I also do feel that sometimes a quarterback might do need to sit back and look at a veteran quarterback, look at how he's doing with the game, look at certain passes that he's throwing to off of certain schemes, or maybe they showing him a blitz, and maybe next time Bryce sees something like that, he'd be like, okay, I see they blitz like this. Okay, I hit this man on the hot route. So I think it's pluses and cons to a quarterback sitting and a quarterback playing right off. But yeah, man, we had a good little conversation about that, man. I just feel like if you ask me, I don't feel like they setting them up to fail, but I do feel like this, y'all. I feel like they don't put them back in and let them start. I feel like you might as well go on and let them play the season out and see if he gonna be your future or not. You need to know, because it look from the way it's looking, y'all. It's looking like 9 times out of 10 you're gonna have probably a top 5 pick the way it's looking. So you might as well let the boy play it on out. You might as well let him play it on out and see if he gonna be the quarterback of the future. If he gonna be the quarterback of the future, or if you're gonna use that top 5 pick and and try to get you one of these quarterbacks coming out. Whether it be Cam Ward, Shador. Um, you got a couple of quarterbacks coming out. You can make a move on. So I feel like you need to go on and let him play. And if he don't, he's still not showing no improvements after 2 years, then you going to make that move. And if you don't trade him, sit him and bring that new quarterback in and let it be. When the season start back up, let it be a real competition to see who wins the quarterback position. But at least you got your quarterback of the future, and Dave Canales has picked his own quarterback. Because don't forget, he came to this team. He didn't pick Bryce. Now, he probably threw the pitch at David Tepper and told him, hey, I probably can work with him. I probably can fix him. Let me see what I can do with him, and we can go from there. That's probably what he threw to him. Let me see what I can do with him, and then we'll go from there. So that's my thing, y'all. I feel like he in there now. Go on and let him play. Whether he win games or lose games, and at least at the end of the season with that top 5 pick 9 times out of 10, what you're gonna have, you'll know which way to go. Because the Panthers, they're accumulating picks with these trades that they're doing. They're gonna have a lot of picks in this draft, so they're gonna have picks where they can move up into certain rounds and try to get certain players and do what they say they want to do, build through this draft, which I believe that's what they want to do because they keep accumulating picks. What up with your Omar Tillman, man? I appreciate you coming through. Um, but yeah, man, I truly believe that's what they're trying to do, build a team through the draft, man. And I don't think the Panthers are setting him up for failure. I just feel like he came into a situation with the owner thinking that Bryce was going to be the answer to a lot of flaws that we had on offense, and they felt like they could just drop him in and he just run with it. Rather as rather as he ended up once I feel like this, y'all. Once they seen after a certain amount of games, once they seen that he wasn't the player that they thought he was going to be coming out of college, I felt like they should have went on and sat him down and let him sit back and look. Let him watch Andy Dalton like they should have did from the get go. I feel like they shouldn't have threw him out there. Once I feel like if you're gonna play him and you see him not being successful, you see him making the same mistakes, sit his ass down, let him watch, see how the game goes. Let him watch a veteran quarterback, let him get in that film room, let him learn, let him work off in the offseason, then come back and then put him back out there and see what he do. But see, now he done sat down for a couple of weeks, and last week I've been real. Anybody know me? Anybody heard me on any of these Panthers podcasts? Y'all know I've been critical of Bryce. I've been critical of Bryce. I don't cut him no slack. Um, but last week I have to admit, last week he didn't look great. He didn't look bad. He did okay, but he didn't look as bad as he's been. I will say that he did look okay. So leading up into the game this week, we got Sunday, got to play the Giants. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I uh I looked into the Giants and I looked into this game for Sunday, man. And I know y'all probably heard me on, especially on PPP podcast. Shout out to PPP Panther Prime podcast. If y'all ain't went to it or y'all ain't listened to it, anybody listening, y'all make sure y'all go out there, go over there and check out your boy PPP and Up 2020, man. They put out good content for these Panthers. And your boy T Money too also. Y'all make sure y'all check them out if y'all ain't already checked them out. But anyway, I was on this podcast and I was saying that I don't believe Carolina can beat the Giants. But I went and did a little research on the game, man, and I'm gonna tell you what I found out. Really, what this game is gonna come down to, and this all what it's gonna boil down to, y'all. It's gonna boil down to the line of scrimmage. That's what it's gonna boil down to, the line of scrimmage. Because I did a little research on the Giants, man, and the Giants, they're pretty good against the pass. Their pass defense is pretty good. Right now, they're leading the NFL in sacks. They got a total of 35 sacks, which lead the NFL, which is four more than any other team in the NFL. They have 63 quarterback hits, which is ranked fourth in the league. So that lets you know they get to the quarterback, they get pressure to the quarterback, they get hits on the quarterback. But the flaw to their defense is they're not good. They're not good against the run. They're horrible against the run. They pretty much damn near as bad as we are against the run. Right now, their defense against the run ranks 29th. They give up an average of 142 yards a game against the run. So what up with you, Adrian? I appreciate you coming through, man. What up with y'all? But that is where if we gonna have a chance to win this game, Dave Canales got to stick to what he was throwing. The pitch he throwing to everybody in the offseason, where he was gonna run the ball. We're gonna be a run first team. You know, we gonna game plan off the run. If we gonna have any chance to beat the Giants, because the Giants, they're 2-7. They are a bad team. But I looked at the teams that they lost to. Their last, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Their last 5 games, they lost to Washington last week, which everybody knows Washington playing good right now. They're probably going to be a playoff team. They lost to the Steelers, which is going to be a playoff team. They lost to Philly, which is going to be a playoff team. What up, which is 336? I'm just talking about these Panthers, man. I'm gonna talk a little bit, and then I'm gonna put the link in the chat, and y'all can come up here and holler at me, man. Y'all can tell me if you disagree or If you agree, disagree, or whatever your opinion is, I don't care, man. Come on through and talk to me. But I'm gonna talk a little bit more, man. I'm gonna put that link in the chat. Y'all come in here and holler at me, man. But okay. So like I said, last three games they played Washington, Pittsburgh, Philly. 9 times out of 10, all those three teams going to the playoff. Cincinnati, they kind of 50-50 right now, trying to battle, trying to get in that position. And then they beat the Seahawks. So the last five games, pretty much all of those teams either probably going to the playoffs or in the hoops or trying to go to the playoffs. Um, as far as their team, man, they haven't allowed more than 21 points in 5 of the last 6 games, which is tied for second in the league. So that's why I say the Giants are 2-7, but they're a little better than what their records show. As far as total defense, they rank 18th as far as total defense. But like I told y'all, the key to us winning this game is at the line of scrimmage, and that's running. We need to run the ball. They're giving up. Like I said, they're giving up an average of 142 yards a game, which is 29th in the league. So they just as bad at stopping the run as we are stopping the run. So um, they're very good at pass defense. They're ranked ninth as far as pass defense. They're only giving up 229 yards a game against the pass. And like I already told y'all, they lead the league as far as sacks, as far as the total D line, the total defense. They're leading the league in sacks. And your boy Dexter Lawrence, he's got what? Let me see. He's second in the league with 9 sacks. So I let you know they pretty much putting pressure on the quarterback. They're affecting the quarterback. They're affecting the passing game. So we need to come out with a game plan where we're gonna straight up like what our motto is. We gotta pound their ass on the ground, and let Bryce maybe throw the ball on a couple of play actions, stuff like that. He got to do some quick passes. Even though we got a good offensive line, but like I say, they're pretty good at affecting the quarterback, getting pressure on the quarterback. So this line gonna come down. This game gonna come down to the line of scrimmage. It's gonna come down to who can win the line of scrimmage for the Carolina Panthers. Can our line that we spent all that money on, can they protect Bryce, give him time to make some plays? Um, can our young receivers make plays, get open to be able to keep drives going, especially on third downs? Can they catch the ball? Can they make the plays on third down to keep the chains going, to keep them going 3 and out? So that's one of the main things as far as the key to. That's my key to this game. I don't know about y'all, but my key to this damn game is the line of scrimmage, the fat boys. That's what it's gonna come down to. It's gonna come down to the line of scrimmage. And as far as with the Giants on their offense, man, I'm gonna tell y'all, I was looking at their coach, Dable. They wanna be a run heavy team. They want to be a real run heavy team, man. And I looked at what they did last week against Washington, man. And hold on, let me get to that. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell y'all what these motherfuckers did. I said, God, when I tell you last week they said they were gonna run the ball, man. The quarterback Daniel Jones in the first half, he only attempted 6 passes in the first half. Let me say that one more time. He only attempted 6 passes in the first half against the Commanders last week. Against the Commanders. Now I'm gonna tell you how they run the ball. This the first half, y'all. The first half, they had 21 carries for 142 yards against the Washington Commanders last week, which is an average of 6.8 yards per carry on the average. So that lets you know they coming out and they is running the ball like old school, like straight up old school, wing T, wishbone, power eye, triple option. They coming out and they running the goddamn ball, man. So Carolina, like I say, this game gonna be won on the line of scrimmage. On the offensive line for Carolina, we got to be able to run the ball, take advantage of them being weak against the run, and we also got to step up on our defensive line and control the line of scrimmage and don't let them pound us on the run like that. Because we're one of the worst teams in the league at stopping the run. If they ran the ball like that on Washington Commanders last week, and he only attempted 6 passes in the first half, that's letting you know when they come out and play us, all the teams that come out and play Carolina, when they come out, they already know they running the ball because that's our weakness. We're going to see a big dose of the run. We ain't going to see a big dose of the passing game. We're going to be a big dose of the run because that's what our weakness is. And it seems like everybody, when they play us, they straight old school. They know we can't stop it, so they running it. So the coach already said they doing a big dose of the running game already. He said it last week, and he already saying they're gonna do it this week again. So Carolina most definitely got to do a better job on the line, controlling the line of scrimmage on offense and defense this week in order to try to pull out this win against the Giants, man. And as far as with the Panthers, man, against the run, man, I looked at this and I was like, damn, man, the Panthers, they don't gave up 1,434 yards on the ground this season and 15 touchdowns on the ground this season, which is the most in the league, man. The most in the league. 3 of the last 4 opponents that we have had have rushed for more than 195 yards. And only one team has had under 100 yards this season. So that lets you know, man, motherfuckers running the ball against us. When they running the ball, and if y'all heard what I said, I'm gonna say it one more time. If you what Bruce say, if you hear me what I say, did you hear me what I say when I said the first half last week they ran the ball 21 times for 142 yards in the first half, not the whole game, the first goddamn half. So you already know they coming out like a bowling ball. They coming out like wrecking crew when they come out and play us Sunday. You know they finna give a big dose of the run, man. You already know that. So like I said, man, it's gonna come down to the line of scrimmage, man. And like I told y'all earlier, man, when I kind of had a big discussion with a couple of guys at the gym, talking about these Panthers, man. I don't think the Panthers are setting Bryce up for failure, but I do think they kind of give him mixed emotion, man, because you hear Dan Morgan talk, and he talking like they committed to Bryce. He liked Bryce. They committed to him. But when they asked Dave Canales at the podium, basically, is he going to start Bryce the rest of the season? Basically, they trying to ask him, is you going to commit to Bryce the rest of the season, or is you going back to Andy Dalton? He won't give you no clear answer. He won't tell you. He keeps saying we're going to watch the film. He keeps saying we're gonna see how Bryce do in practice. We're gonna see how he's doing this game, and then after that we'll make our decision. No, motherfucker, going to say who you gonna play. Go if you gonna see what you got in Bryce, just go and say, hey, we're gonna let Bryce play. We're gonna put him back in there, see how he do, see if he's making any progression, see if he's improved in it by sitting down and watching. And if he ain't, well, of course they're not gonna say if he don't. They're gonna draft a quarterback. But if he don't, at least you already know we got a top 5 pick. You can try to get one of these quarterbacks. If he turn out and he do good, then hey, go on and try to get you a top pass rusher, or maybe get Travis Hunter or a top corner or something. At least you know you can build a team. At least you know what you got in Bryce. So I say throw his ass out there. I know Candy Girl. That's a fact. Because he always say every damn week, you gotta watch the film. You gotta watch the film. And I'm gonna tell you something, Candy Girl. You play sports. Anybody that plays sports, you pretty much know how the game went. I don't give a shit what they talking about watching no film. You pretty much know how the game went. The only thing that happened on film is it might be a couple of plays that it might be a couple of plays that might have went wrong, or even if the play was successful. If you watch it on film, then you can see more in detail. Okay, this is why he bust out for that long run. The guard or the center, he made an excellent block. He blocked this dude, and that's how he was able, to make that long run. Or you can see in the detail, if Bryce or Andy Dalton read the defense correctly and they made that throw. Little simple stuff, the details you can see like that. Why the play really worked. But most of the time, you can see from the sideline and those guys that sit up there in the press box that's looking down on the field. Trust me, they see every fucking thing. Because when I played football, I'm gonna tell you something. If you missed the block or you fucked up on the play and you think nobody didn't see it, I guarantee you when you come down, when you go to the sideline or when you go in at halftime, them motherfuckers gonna say something to you because the eyes in the sky, we used to call them the eyes in the sky, the dudes up, the position coaches and some of the coordinators be up there sitting in the doggone press box up there. They see everything. So if the coach didn't see on the sideline that you missed the block or you fucked up, you best to believe when your ass come to the sideline, they gonna tell that coach in his ear, hey coach, get on big tight ass. He missed the fucking block. That's why we didn't get that run. Get on his ass. Or they gonna say, get on the quarterback ass or get on that receiver ass. He ran the wrong goddamn route. That's the reason why he threw that interception, because he ran the wrong goddamn route. They gonna tell you that shit from the get-go. So that shit they talk about some watching some goddamn film, that's some bullshit, because them boys up in the top, they see all that shit. That's why we used to call them the eyes in the sky, because they looking down on the field. Even in fucking high school, they got guys that sit up there and they watching that shit, man. Even when I was in high school, they did that shit when I played in high school. They did the shit when I played in college. They gonna tell you off the rip. So that bullshit they be talking about watching the film, they know what the fuck going on. Yeah, Candy Girl, they too nice, man. Man, I ain't seen Dave Canales be upset or disappointed about a loss yet. Every time we lose, he's still up there, happy go lucky. Well, guys, I was real proud of the guys. Um, they showed progress, they showed pride. Man, get out of here with that shit, man. I want to hear you say we didn't play good, we played a bad game, we got to work on some stuff. We still not stopping the run, or we still not doing this. That's what I want to hear you say. We're not doing this. We got to do a better job. It's not acceptable. That's what I want to hear you do. That's what I want to hear you say. You ain't got to be beating on the disc. You ain't got to be hooping and hollering. But I at least want to see some type of reaction. I don't want to see that happy go lucky. Everybody get a fucking trophy for participation. Shit he doing. Fuck all that, man. Yeah, okay, and the girl, he'll never be upset. He always the same. Happy go lucky, man. Fuck all that happy go lucky, twirl lily jump rope shit, man. Let me see what you're saying, 3 here. Right. He don't get mad. You don't see him get on. You know how sometimes, even in college football and pros, man, sometimes when players fuck up, when they come to the sideline, that coach be waiting on their ass. Whether it be the head coach or the position coach, they be waiting for their ass to come on the sideline so they can talk to them. Whether they come over and they get an earful for getting cussed out, or they come over and they grab them by the helmet or put their arm around their shoulder and they talk to them about their play, how they fucked up, what you need to do when you go back out there next time. They gonna get over there and sit down on that damn bench, get that damn pad out, that iPad, and show them, okay, hey, this is what you did wrong. This is what you got to do better. This shit ain't acceptable. Get your ass out there. I'm gonna get somebody else in there that can do it. That's how this shit go. Let me see what you say on my team and TNT. Yeah, that's right. They take on the identity of their coach. You fucking right, on my Tillman, man. They take on the identity of the coach, and he a nice guy. So they being nice. He being a nice guy like it ain't a big deal. So it ain't a big deal to him. I guarantee you, if he was getting on their ass about it, there'd be more up tempo. There'd be more got a pep in their step. You know what I'm saying? There'd be more on it, like, because they know if you don't get your ass on point and do what you're supposed to do, I'm gonna sit your ass. I'm gonna put somebody else in here to do what you can do, to do what you ain't doing. And if I ain't got nobody to do it, goddamn it, we're gonna find somebody. Or after this season, we're gonna bring somebody in here to replace your ass because you ain't doing what we need you to do. Tell you, man, football, that shit, man, football, sports, that shit is not hard, man. I remember when I was younger and my uncles and coaches and shit, they used to be like, man, football is more mental than it is physical. And when I was young, I'm like, shit, all this damn hitting and running and all this shit we doing, this shit ain't more mental, it's more physical. But then as I got older and started looking at the shit is more mental, man, because it's more of a thinking game. It's more of a mind game. Like, because I remember sometimes, um, um, You play a game, and sometimes I'll tell you prime example, and this even with my little nephews when they play ball, they grown now, but when I used to go watch them play park recreation, I bullshit you not, man, and they still do it to this day. Football be a mental thing because kids can play a game the week before. They play a game, they play good, they win the game. They play this team that's coming up. Now this team supposed to be pretty good. They already know in their mind the team they playing is good. But when they see that team come from that sideline and run on that field and that team all loud and they got some boys on that team that got some size and they bigger than them off the rip, that team that's on the other side of that field, if them other boys on the other side got some bigger boys than them bigger boys probably ain't even that good. Most of the time, the ones who be real big like that, they're on the fucking offensive line or the D line, and half of the time they ain't even that damn coordinated. But it's just a mind thing that they bigger than them. It get in their mind like, damn, then that thing they scared. They ain't really hitting. They ain't really running the ball. They ain't really tackling like that because in their mind they feel like they bigger than them. We can't beat them. When you can't beat them, it's just a mental thing. And I know that right there, as far as size, that don't mean shit for the NFL. But I'm just saying how the mental thing goes all the way down to park recreation when it go down to mental as far as with football and sports, period. So the mental got a lot to do with it. So I agree with you big time, Omar Tillman, that the teams take on the personality of a coach. If you one of those coaches like Detroit coach, everybody know Detroit coach, he one of them coaches like you gotta grind it out, you gotta be tough, you gotta be physical, and you seen ever since that damn coach been with Detroit, what kind of team are they? What kind of team are they? They turn into they're a physical team, they're a tough team. They grind it out. They ain't giving you shit easy. They gonna run that goddamn ball. They gonna be physical, just like the damn coach. So on my team, you are 100% right when it come down to that. Right, Candy Girl. They too much on these goddamn feelings and shit, man. Too much on it. Matter of fact, let me see. I'm finna put the link in the chat, man. Anybody want to come in here and holler at me? Tell me their opinion. Whether you agree with me, don't agree. I don't give a fuck. Come on in here and holler at me. Hold on one second. All right, shit. I put the link in the chat, man. Anybody want to come in here and holler at me? You free to come in here and holler at me, man. You can give me your opinion. Like I say, whether you agree or you disagree. I don't give a shit. Just come in here and tell me what you think. Tell me what you feel. But yeah, man, I just feel like another thing, man. I feel like Dave Canales. I think he could be. I think he could be a good coach, man. But I just think sometimes he needs to get the difference of being nice, and sometimes when you need to be a little firm with players. It's just like with your kids, man. You can't always be nice with your kids. Sometimes you got to be a little firm with them, like because sometimes they don't take you serious. Sometimes if you're being all nice, okay, all right, now let's not do that. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Okay, no, they still doing it. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Don't do that. I'll keep your hands to yourself. And then they keep on doing it. Then you be like, did you hear what the hell I said? Keep a goddamn head. Sit y'all ass down some damn well. What they do? Eyes get big. They run around. They go on to sit down. Like, okay, shit. Yeah, they ain't playing now. Okay. Sit y'all goddamn ass down. You start doing that, they take you serious. They don't. All that nice shit. They was still running around playing, doing whatever the fuck. And so, you got to be firm sometimes with what you say, even when it comes to grown people. It's just a way you can do it. You don't do it like being like disrespectful. But sometimes you gotta be firm, like, hey man, hey, you gotta tighten your ass up. We can't be missing blocks like that. Or if you're on the D line, hey, we gotta give a better effort, man. Y'all can't be getting blowed off the ball like that. If y'all getting blowed off the ball, the linebackers can't make no plays because y'all in they goddamn lap. Y'all in their face. They can't move. They can't move to get to the goddamn tackle because you get pushed in front of them. You pushed in the goddamn lap. I can't make no goddamn tackle. You blocking me from getting to the goddamn tackle because they pushing your ass 5-7 yards off the goddamn ball. So that's my thing, man. like I say, y'all, the Panthers, they can win this game. They can win this game. And I know yesterday I said I don't think they can win, but I'm gonna say once again, if they win this game Sunday morning, they gotta win it on the line of scrimmage, whether it's the offensive line or the defensive line. They can't do like what they did against Chicago and come out throwing the ball, playing into their strengths. Because when we play Chicago they're great against the pass and they're okay against the run. We're running into another team that's one of the top 10 teams against the pass, and they're number one in the league as far as sacks, and one of the top teams is pressuring the quarterback. So we don't need to come out and you know, throwing the ball like 40 times when we playing into their strength. We got to take advantage of their weakness, which is the run. They're just as bad as we are at stopping the run. So we need to give them a big dose of the damn run. I think they activated. I think they activated the running back. I think they activated him yesterday. So I feel like maybe let him touch the ball at least. Maybe they say he feeling good. He like 100%. Let him touch the ball maybe about let's say maybe at least maybe about 10 times. Let's say 8 to 10 times. Let him touch the ball. Whether he running the ball, he catch the ball out the backfield. Let him touch the ball about 10 times. Let's see what he can do. Let me see. Okay, what up? Let me get B good in here. What up, B good? You in here?
What's going on, bitch?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Can you hear me pretty good?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. My damn headset. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Be good. My goddamn headset just went out. Hold on. I'm gonna turn it off and turn it back on. Hold on. Hold on. Sit tight 1 second. Be good. Hold on. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Hold on. My goddamn headset still. Just give me 1 second. Be good. Hey, y'all, give me 1 second. My goddamn headset don't went out on me. Y'all hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go out, come back in. I'm gonna see if that worked right quick. Y'all just give me 1 second. Okay, be good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. I got you now. All right. What's up with you, man?
Not much. This angry black man right now. You know what I mean?
Okay, appreciate the candy, girl. Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. For some reason my doggone headset just went out. I don't know. I had to go out and come back in, but yeah, man. What you think about what I was talking about? You agree with me? Disagree? Shit. Let me know how you feel.
Yeah, yeah. 90%, like you said. I agree with you. The only problem I have is if we win more games, the midget community is gonna keep coming out to support that guy that he has as a quarterback. That's the only problem.
Yeah. That's the only bad thing. Like that's the, that's the only knock to what I was saying about letting them go on and play. You might as well let him go on and play, man. And if he ain't showing no improvements, at least hey, he ain't the guy. Which we already feel like he's not the guy anyway. But that just go on and
Yeah,
put the stamp on it. Go on and put the stamp
yeah.
on it. Put his ass in the Amazon box and send him on in the truck. And what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, we're gonna probably have a top 5 pick. So at least if you go on and play his ass and he not looking good, quarterback you want, or or be good. We got a bunch of goddamn picks, or use them picks, build a team, and get you a veteran quarterback and keep it moving.
Time will tell. A bit tight. That's the best I can say. But if he wins games, let's just say we win 5 games,
Yeah,
even though the stat line ain't gonna be good. I realize now Panthers fans they okay with a quarterback just to, what's the saying, being good enough not to be good enough. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, 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 yeah. You both definitely right about that shit, man. But like I said, man, like I said, I was looking into them, man, and shit. The Giants, man, they not as bad as their records show. So because I looked at the last 5 games they played and shit, and them last 5 games, shit, damn near all them teams got a chance of going to the fucking playoffs. They lost to Washington,
Uh,
lost to Pittsburgh, lost to Philly, lost to Cincinnati. They kind of 50-50 right now. They beat Seattle.
Can you
So,
repeat that? My internet kind of went out. I missed what you were
oh, okay, okay.
saying.
Oh, I was saying that the Giants, their record, they're 2-7 like we are. But I said I was
Hmm.
looking at the teams that I looked at the last 5 games that they played, and the teams that they lost to pretty much, they're either a playoff team or they're still in the playoff picture, which was they lost to
Yeah,
Washington last week 22-27. They lost to Pittsburgh 26-18. They lost to Philly. Philly whooped their ass. They lost 28-3. They lost to
but that.
Cincinnati, which Cincinnati on that borderline trying to make it. And
Hmm.
they beat Seattle.
I mean, they're tight. The only difference between us and them is, I mean, well, I think their team is a whole lot better. I'm talking about team. It's just their quarterback is holding them back too. It just depends on how he plays. If he
Right.
keeps the
He is
ball, go ahead.
no, go ahead, be good. Talk your shit. Well, go ahead.
I say, long as he doesn't play as bad as Derek Carr, they should win. You know what I'm saying? Should. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
the key word, should. Because I heard you saying them running the ball 6 times. I was like, man, that shows you don't trust that quarterback at all. I'm
Yeah.
assuming Daniel Jones is still the starter, right?
Yeah. He's still a starter. And
Okay.
that's what I was saying. Be good. That's why I say this game right here gonna come down to the fucking line of scrimmage, man. Because the coach, I was looking at them, and Brian Dable, he last week he said that they were gonna go more on the run, and he meant that shit because when they played the Commanders last week, they had what 21 carries. Now this the fucking first half. Be good. What up with your Carolina Blue, man? This the first fucking half. They had 21 carries for 142 yards against the Washington Commanders last week in the first half. Be good. Those are stats like for the whole game. That was just the
A
first
bit tight.
goddamn half.
That shows, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix.
Yeah, and like what you were just saying, um Daniel Jones, he attempted. Now I don't know if he completed it. I didn't look at that, but when I seen this, I said, man, I gotta talk about this shit. I don't know if I ever seen no shit like this. He only attempted 6 passes in the first half. He only attempted 6 passes. So that lets you know
Yeah, I
they
mean,
ain't trying
yeah,
to throw the
that's
ball at all.
yeah. But I will say this, cause technically I have been kind of, let's be real, Carolina's, even though we won that game, still look pretty bad out there. You know what I mean? So I've
Yeah,
been
yeah,
kind of
yeah, yeah.
watching, other teams play. The coach is actually calling the like when he plays the team, he's actually call. I mean, he's running the right game players. They just don't. Their quarterback is just so. What we was dealing with last year is what they dealing
Right.
with this year. Meaning, like
Yeah,
we had the
yeah.
team, they just don't. The quarterback. I mean, I think I would choose Daniel Jones over him, over Bryce, but that ain't saying much. You know what I'm saying? When it comes
Right.
down to it,
Right, right,
but
right.
their quarterback has been so atrocious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he
And
may get everybody fired.
yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something with him be good. They just paid him. What was that? Was that last? I think that was the year before
It
last.
was
They
like
they
two
just
years
paid him
ago
money.
because they beat the
Yeah, they
Vikings when
just
they went to the playoffs.
yeah. So it was like it's almost like he set their ass up because um that year, but that contract year, he didn't like have like one of
They
the
type.
top like
He
Go ahead.
only
Go
threw
ahead.
for like 3,500 yards, but he had
Right.
rushing
That's
yards to go with it. So
right. Right.
they
That's
paid
exactly
him
what it is.
instead of paying Barkley when it came down
Right.
to it. We knew Barkley was the main guy, but they felt like, well, he's getting better, and I'm just scared we gonna end up going through that where cause I listen, you know what I'm saying, to some New York, a lot of them, they having the same debate we having, type. I talk about
Right.
itself,
Right.
they've been having, they've been saying he can't be successful. He didn't have an offensive line, technically true. He never really
Right.
had a wide receiver. Then a lot of them say, bro, he's trash. He only perform against certain decent teams, and that's it. His
Right.
highlight, I think, of his career was, well, the playoff win against Kirk Cousins, but that time they didn't have a defense and beating Lamar. Think about that. Out of all the NFC teams, that's the only one Lamar lost to. Daniel Jones.
Right. Right.
So, so
Right.
I'm just saying, I don't want us to go down that thing because if we like, let's just say we win 3 games, because now I made like 2 to 3 more games, because now I'm thinking it's possible. Like, let's
Mm-hmm.
just say we did beat New York. I don't think we'll be able to handle their defense, but let's just say we do. We do because of Daniel Jones play. We beat
Mm-hmm.
them. I think it's a possibility of us beating the Cowboys. Not saying it's gonna happen. I think it's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Since Dak is out, then I think when it goes to the end of the year, how Atlanta now they're rolling, they may just set out their starters. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So that could possibly be 4 or 5. And guess what? How the whole season's looking, we really, I think, in my opinion, I think except Saints and us, we're the worst 2 teams in the league right now. It ain't
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
really no debate. I'm talking about when it comes to roster and all that, skill for skill players and all that. I just
Right. Right.
think we're
Right.
just a bottom tier team, and I think we
Yeah.
need to be at number 1 or at least number 2. You know what I'm saying? At least
Yeah.
one
I
of
agree. I
those.
agree with you.
So we end up going like instead of, let's just say we out the top 5. We staying with Bryce. I mean, I'm telling you that right now. We gonna stay. They're gonna give him another 2 to possibly 3 years. I'm talking
You
about the
think so?
owner, not the coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah. You think so?
possibility.
Oh, you said
I mean, think about it,
if
type.
we you said if
Go
we
ahead. Go
we
ahead.
get say it one more time. You said we
Let's just say we win at 9:30. Let's just say, even though I think we got lucky, but the Saints, I didn't even know they was missing a lot of starters. If I'm correct, let's just
yeah
say
they were
we we beat the Giants because of Daniel Jones, not because we're
okay
a better team. We just beat them because Daniel Jones messes up. Let's just say that happens. The offense just ain't moving like they supposed to against our
okay
defense.
okay
We beat them. Okay, we had what 3 wins. It's a possibility we can beat the Cowboys now because we don't really know what they got. You get what I'm saying? They never
yeah
really have a running game. I
yeah
mean, possibly if Mingo could help, we can see. You know what I'm saying? But since Dak ain't there, I don't really trust. You know what I'm saying? Trust the team because even though I got my feelings towards that, when he got hurt, his that one year, when he broke his leg, they
right
team fell out. You know what I'm saying? Top tier team. So I believe that could
mm-hmm.
happen again. And like I said, the Falcons. That's what I say. That's 3 wins right there. Guess what? We 5 or something like that. Looking at the Saints more likely gonna have that number 1 overall pick. I believe with 5 wins, they'll knock us out that top 5. That's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming.
Okay yeah
And I don't think we need that right now. I think we need to be honest. We need to be 1 or 2, but depending on how this season go, we could be at that top 5.
yeah
Meaning,
that is
if
possible
he was to trade out, even let's just say they didn't want to get a quarterback or something like that, they could trade back. But how the
right
teams and stuff are, especially like let's just say Cleveland, the
uh-huh
Saints and stuff, they already
uh-huh
done accepted. Hey, we rebuild the next year. We weren't even trying to do it right. You know what I'm saying? Other teams moved
right
on.
right
That's why I'm
right
kind of
right
scared about like we won't be able to trade back. You know what I'm saying? 4 pieces. I mean, I just think we'd be stuck in more mediocrity
uh-huh
for a long. You know what I'm saying? Longer period of time. That's what I'm worried about. So I
yeah
mean, I know people say it feels good to win, but right now I like, bro. If you're looking on the future, I was like, man, this don't look, too good. If that
right
happens, if that happens,
right right now
not to say I support
I
lose.
yeah no go ahead talk your shit
No, I'm saying, you know how I feel. I hate losing. I hate it, but it's just now it's like I gotta bite my tongue. Like, you know what? Losing is the best scenario right now. So you can build this up. You know what I'm saying? Build, you know what I'm saying? Build the team up a little bit faster. But if we don't, it is what it is.
Okay,
Go ahead,
okay.
Ty.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, man, I agree with you 100%, man, and I also say that the Panthers haven't like they've been doing like what I want to call a patch rebuild for the past couple of years. We haven't actually did a full fucking rebuild, like a real rebuild. It's like we supposed to be doing a rebuild, but it's like we not. So
We
I
never
feel like we
have,
got
Tank. We never have.
right,
We never
right. I
have.
feel I feel like this season right here is the perfect opportunity to try to do a full rebuild with us having all these damn picks that we got. Um,
Yeah.
this could be a off season where we can really do a real fucking rebuild, and if they want to build through the draft, um, take these picks and get your people for the future, and make and make a real effort in your fucking scouting team. Because I know in the off season before the season started, I know they fired a lot of those guys in the scouting department and brung in new guys. So I guess we'll have to hope that these new guys that they brought in for the scouting department can really do some scouting and get some of these diamond in the rough guys, and let's say, because we got a lot of what, like, fourth, fifth round picks and shit. So we're gonna really
Hmm.
need to like hit some of these what you want to call diamond in the rough guys. Um, to try to
Yeah,
try to
I
try to
agree.
build this team, man. So
I mean,
if,
we're
if
gonna have
they
to
if
do a whole lot of it. I mean,
right.
I'm hoping they do. I mean, I just thought they would have did more trades. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's all. That's what I thought they was gonna do. I mean, I really thought they was gonna try to. I mean, I didn't think they could have got rid of Sanders because of his contract, but I
Right,
thought they
right.
could have got rid of Chuba. Cause I mean, I guess now they're gonna sign Chuba, but where it depends if Chuba wants to stay or not. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, but
Yeah, yeah. And like we talked before, man. I know people probably ain't gonna want to hear this shit, but I'm gonna tell y'all, because if we gonna do a full rebuild, goddamn it, go on and goddamn sit all the shit out on the street, because it's time to move. But
that's how I feel. Type. That's how I feel. They didn't really commit to it like they. Cause I mean, I be hearing certain podcasts say, "Well, we gotta have certain pieces." I was like, bro, burn this stuff down so we can actually build and find. You know what I'm saying? Find things. I
build,
mean,
yeah, build
you
it
trying
up,
to
because
hold on. I mean,
it's
I'm
probably.
go ahead.
Go
My
ahead.
fault.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I was just agreeing with you. I was just gonna say, because I feel like this ain't gonna be nothing where we come out next year and we just come out and we rolling. I think it's gonna be, like we talked before. I think it's gonna be a couple of years, man. I think, and I think we're gonna have to hit on these draft picks, like how teams like the 49ers, they had all them years, they had them top draft picks, and
Hmm.
they hit on them draft picks. So now, they're pretty much consistently a playoff team every year, because a lot of those guys on that 49ers team, except for maybe two or three guys with the left tackle, what's his name, Trent Williams, Christian
Hmm.
McCaffrey. Maybe one or two guys they brought in as a free agent, but pretty much everybody else on that fucking team, they drafted them. They got all them guys through the draft. So we got to do something like what the 49ers did, because you remember that year when the 49ers, after with the situation with Jim Harbaugh, man, they had a lot of big name guys on that team, and they let a
Hmm.
lot of those guys go, and got a lot of draft picks, and they were able to use those draft picks and
To build a team
build
the
that
next
team.
5 years.
Yeah, it's like they had a plan, and they took that plan, and they drafted those guys. And see now, yeah, you had maybe 3, 4, 5 years that the team wasn't that good, but you seen the progress, because they were drafting, they were bringing the right guys, the right draft picks in there. And now you look at the team,
Yeah.
and it's like every year, every year, if they don't have a bunch of key injuries, they gonna be there. They gonna be there. The 49ers gonna be there. Them same teams, the 49ers, the Chiefs. Look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs don't have a lot of fucking free agents come to that team. They'll bring maybe one or two guys in. Everybody else is people who they drafted. You know what I'm saying? And a
Yeah,
lot of those guys
but
be late draft picks. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it's
but
like
I say
it
this.
re- go ahead, go ahead.
I, I don't know why Carolina would like to hold on to our pieces. I
That's true
mean,
too.
and we want them to always sign for cheap. I mean, I just think
Oh,
really this is
hold
the
on.
perfect scenario. Okay.
Hey, be good. Hold on right quick. I don't mean to cut you off. You can get right back to it. Hey, Omar, tell me, I appreciate you sharing that news, man, because I most definitely didn't see that because I'm in the goddamn truck rolling. So some shit y'all will see. It'll probably pop up on my phone in a minute. But I most definitely appreciate you sharing that with me, Omar. Tell me, they just signed Chuba Hubbard to a 4 year, $33 million extension. Be good. What you think about that shit?
Okay. Okay. I mean, hey, I'm glad he got his money because a lot of people, before people, talking about, oh, I do Chuba, they used to give Chuba hell for the last 2 or 3 years. So, hey,
Yeah,
I'm never going to talk about a man getting his money. You know what I'm saying? That's he worked hard, so if
yeah,
they feel like he can build for the future, I can't knock it.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's
yeah,
why I
yeah.
leave it there.
Hey,
I would have traded him, but hey, they feel like he can build a building piece. Okay, gotta grow with it.
right, right. You know what? You know what? Yeah, most definitely 336. I say shout out to Chuba too, man. He earned it. And I also think be good. I think that's a good goddamn that's a pretty decent contract, man. If you think about it, let me see. That's a little over 8 million. That's a little cause let me see, 4 times 8, that's 32. Yeah, that's like a little over 8 million a year. So that's pretty much what I thought that he would get. I pretty much thought he probably would get maybe about 7, maybe 8 million max. So I think that was a pretty good deal that they got, and I think it's good that they went on and signed him. Now rather as rather
Then
as if he
later,
go
I
through
thought
the
they were gonna do it
season.
later.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
actually
why I said
glad they
I'm
did
fine
it
with it.
now. Yeah,
That's why I
yeah,
said I'm fine with it. I'm not gonna
yeah,
knock
yeah,
them. Usually
yeah.
they try to wait to the end of the year, like you know what I mean.
Right,
That's why.
right, right. Because if they wait to the end of the year, and then Tuba end up getting, because the way it's looking, he gonna get what up with your tri-state, man. Yeah, I think
About
JC
twelve
will be
hundred.
signing next too, man. Yeah,
I
if he end
mean,
up getting
me,
about 12, maybe 1300, they probably would have to pay. They probably might would end up in a position where they might would have had to pay him more. So I say
overpay him.
shout
To
out.
be honest,
Yeah, yeah. So I say shout out to the Panthers for going in and signing his ass early before they do. And you know what? I actually, and this is just my opinion. Be good. I could be goddamn tripping, but I actually felt like it kind of was like they was kind of sabotaging him because everybody know Chuba been doing good off his little what they giving on average, maybe about 15, 16, maybe sometimes 17 carries a
yeah, he's
game.
not. Yeah,
Every
he's
once,
he's not getting 25. But he's only getting 15,
right,
16. But
right,
I understand it because we be down so much. Like like let me use that one where Washington, we're down by 20 when they only had two passes. We've been behind, so that's why I say, even though I don't like some of his play calls because he did promise us he was going to run the ball, but I like usually we haven't started the game winning, have we? We always been down, technically, even in the Saints game, right?
right. But I feel like before we begin down, I feel like sometimes they
He
go too
abandoned. He
they go
does.
too much to the damn pass too quick. Sometimes I feel like before the game kind of get out of control. I feel like sometimes
Hmm.
what up? What's your tri-state? Yeah, I see. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like
I ain't knocking
sometimes
you.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
he be
feel like
doing that. That's
sometimes
why I
they
say it.
had go ahead.
No, no, I'm saying I agree with you, Ty. He be doing that sometimes. I'll say I just give him benefit of the doubt because he
Uh
technically first year head coach, so he be panicking. Because I mean,
yeah.
old buddy, he still does that too. The reason I bring up what's his name, Ravens, a head
Uh
coach, when they go down, he just start passing the ball like 40, 45 times. I don't know why, but he
Yeah,
does that
yeah.
too. That's why I say I'm giving him benefit of the doubt because if a veteran coach like that done did it, Super Bowl winner, I can't blame him in the first year. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So that's
Right.
why I'm giving him yeah. I'm glad. I think what's his name Tillis on this. I ain't getting there and working credit. That wasn't his idea.
Okay, okay,
I talk about the sign Cuba. Because usually
okay.
we always wait toward the off season, don't we?
Right, we
Now I'm
do, we
saying
do.
Panthers organization. Don't they usually wait to the off season when they sign people? So I
Yeah,
say
they
that's
do,
Brent
they do.
Tillis. He like, hey man,
Y-
yeah. I mean, but if I'm
Yeah,
Horn, I
yeah.
wouldn't sign here, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm just
Um,
one thing of it is I'm still I mean, I know people say, well, he's staying healthy this year. I like, man, when he probably get that money, I don't know when he'll go down again. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I
What up?
still
What
don't
up with your
technically trust him.
Yeah. What up with your 336? You in here?
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
What up, man? I appreciate you coming through, man.
What's going on?
Oh yeah, no doubt, big tight. Yeah, man, we
Yeah.
drafted
What?
and developed and we paid the guy, man. Congratulations.
I
You know,
know.
we did it.
Finally, right? Finally.
Yeah, man, I'm proud of him.
Yeah, yeah. And like I was talking
I
about
said
with Be Good,
I'm
I know
giving
you probably.
Tillis.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because I feel like they did a good job of signing him now instead of waiting to the end of the season. You know, depending on how many yards he get. And like I was
Yeah,
saying, man, I feel like they were kind of sabotaging him a little bit because I feel like they could have it's certain games they could have gave him the ball more, and I feel like they weren't
yeah,
because I feel like they didn't want him to have that like breakout year like that, and he get paid that big contract. Now he done got the money. Now give him the goddamn ball. Like let us see what he do with getting the ball like 25 times. Cause I don't know if you heard me at the beginning 336. This game when we play the Giants, they just as bad stopping the run as we are stopping the run.
yeah.
So
I heard you.
I feel yeah. Go ahead.
Oh
You
no,
know
I agree with you, man. It's gonna be funny if he get a bunch of carries now that he done got that money.
right, and that'll go right to what I was saying. I believe they weren't giving him. I believe they weren't giving him all them goddamn carries because they just basically trying to set it up where they end up not having to pay all that goddamn money, that a top running back get because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because we got the offensive line
Yeah,
where he can get clearly over 100 yards a game, probably every fucking game.
yeah. Even in a
So,
losing effort, he
yeah,
can still get 100.
he can still get it. And in a situation like
Yeah,
this, I feel like this Giants game coming up because I know, like I was saying earlier, I know a lot of people probably heard me yesterday when I was on PPP podcast. Like I say, shout out to PPP Panther Prime podcast. Anybody listening, if you are not already over there, y'all go over there and check him out. Y'all go check Unc out and T Money. But yeah, I was saying yesterday I didn't think that the Panthers could beat the Giants, but after I went and kind of looked at it a little bit, kind of really looked at what type of team the Giants are, we could have an opportunity to win this game, but it's got to be more relied on the run than the pass. Because if we come out and we doing all that throwing, then we're playing into their strength. Because they're ranked like I think like number 9 against the pass, and then they're like
yeah,
number 1 in the league as far as like total sacks for the team. So
Yeah, that Burns and old buddy, they cooking that.
oh yeah, your boy Dexter Lawrence, he like second in the
Yeah.
league in sacks, and he in the damn D
Yeah,
tackle
I couldn't
position.
think of his name, but I know he was going off though.
Yeah, yeah. So what you think 336?
man. I know if we passing the ball, it better be completions. I don't want them to be out there wasting their time throwing the ball around the yard, and then we ain't really getting nowhere.
Yeah,
Right,
That's how
right,
that's
the
when
right.
I
game get
said,
aggravating.
Yeah, I feel like one of the key things for this game when you're going against a defense that's get good against the pass and good at pressuring the quarterback, this goddamn third down gonna be real fucking important, man. That goddamn third down gonna be important. And I don't know if you heard when I was talking earlier at how much the goddamn Giants ran the ball last week against the Commanders.
Yeah,
But that shit there, when I seen that stat, that's like a stat for a whole fucking game in the first half, man. So
the same
they
thing
that's
for us against the Saints.
right. So it's like I look at it like this, man. We got to do a better job of stopping the run, And I feel like if they gonna run the ball like that, go on and goddamn stack the box. And I know they got Malik Neighbors. He'll pretty good rookie receiver. And they got the other receiver. What's his name? I think his name Wendell Robinson. But
Yeah, I
but
don't know
but
who the
but
second one is, but I know who Malik Neighbors is.
yeah, they got another receiver, Wendell Robinson. He more work the short intermediate shit, out the slot and shit. And
Okay.
they got the running back. They got the running back. He pretty good. They got the rookie running back out of Purdue, Tracy. Um, he pretty good. So it's really with their team, like Be Good was talking earlier, man. They really in a position where it's really like their quarterback holding them back. Let me see who else. Oh, Tri-State. Let me get Tri-State up in here.
That's what it's looking like, and I can't believe they paid Daniel Jones.
Man, that's the biggest goddamn mistake they ever made, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What up with your Tri-State? You in here?
What's good? What's good? What's good? I'm on limited time, but y'all. Is it a coincidence that the second Jonathan Brooks get activated, Chuba get his money? I guess Dan Morgan really buying into that running the football first shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they better run the goddamn football Sunday.
It
I
look like
bet
we're
you. I
gonna
tell
run
you
the
that.
hell out the football now.
Yeah, and you know
JC
what?
next. JC
You-
next.
yeah, they need to go and sign him up too, because he doing a pretty good job on these receivers. So they
Hey,
need to go and lock his ass up.
did you see what PFF ranked him? He's been the #1 coverage corner in 2 of the last 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
I
I know
tried
he's
to
been
tell
doing
Howard.
good.
You saw that 336?
Nigga, we was trying to tell Howard that shit. He ain't
Yeah,
listening.
bro. He's been the best coverage corner in 2 of the last 3 weeks by like a wide margin.
Okay. Yeah, he been doing. I noticed he ain't been giving up. You know what I'm saying? Like at the beginning of the. Well, I say at the beginning of the season. To me, I felt like they had miscommunication in the secondary, man. Because
Bad.
anytime he was getting beat on a deep pass, or that one time he got beat, DJ Moore came across field. It's like he was looking for somebody else to pick up the guy, and they didn't do what they were supposed to do. So even though it looked bad on him, I really didn't blame it on him, because you can tell the way he was looking and throwing up his hand, like somebody else weren't doing what the job that they were supposed to been doing. They didn't pick the man up like they supposed to. So um,
They better go ahead and pay
yeah,
him now, big tight, for the end of the year get here.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go on and do him the same goddamn way they did Chuba. Because we
Yeah, he's
still
gonna
got
be
some, we
expensive
still
at the
got,
end of the year.
yeah. Cause think about it, we still got some teams to go against that got good receivers. Like we still got Philly, they got 2 good receivers. We still got
Right.
Kansas City. They got D
And you
Hop.
didn't trade him, so you might as well pay him now.
Right, go on and pay his ass. Do the same shit where you in a situation where you ain't gotta pay him, top dollar. You pay him good dollar, but you ain't gotta pay him top dollar. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Go ahead and
Yeah,
get it out the way.
yeah, yes, sir. Let me see. Somebody else. Let me see. I'm trying to get in. Oh, Be Good. He must have fell out. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
You back in here? Be Good.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was
okay.
like, dang, Tight didn't hear my question. I didn't realize my stuff went out. I was gonna ask you, what's the chances you give us to win? Like, you think we got like a 30, 40, 50% chance? I mean, what do you think it is?
Man, you know what? And like I said yesterday, I pretty much was saying I don't think they can win at all. But I feel like this game right here gonna come down for us to win. It's gonna come down to coaching, man. I feel like it's gonna come down to coaching, because I feel like they not good against the run. So I feel like we need to do a big dose of the running game. And I feel like their strength is running the ball. So we need to load the box to keep them from pounding us on the goddamn ground like that. So I feel like if they do that, then I feel like we'll have a good chance to win. But if they don't do that, if they come
I
out doing
agree.
that shit like against Chicago, and they throwing a lot of passes, playing until they goddamn strength, which is the pass, then it's gonna be a long day. If they don't stack the box and try to slow down that run, it's gonna be a long day.
Hey,
And
let
they
me
they
ask
gonna
you what they defense corners. Because technically, I know a lot of people want to say, well, Bryce had a couple of drops, but he also threw a couple picks that was dropped. Were they cornerbacks picked that off? If he throw it like
Who the
some of them
Giants?
pass, I don't know the corners. I'm talking about the Giants corner. Are they good? Are they a good turnover team?
You know what?
I ain't gonna say they
I didn't.
good at
Yeah, I ain't gonna say that neither. They got some young corners. I will say that they got some young corners because
Yeah,
they pretty much like how we are, like how we playing a lot of rookies and young guys. They like one of the top teams in the league as far as how many fucking rookies they playing. They playing a whole lot of rookies and young guys.
yeah. Because one thing I
yeah.
think a lot of us we never mentioned, Bryce good for throwing a pick six, and even some of those passes that the Saints dropped. I mean, some. I mean, some of them passes they should have been picked off. At least two of
Yeah,
them was.
They could have been.
So yeah, so I'm looking at it. Even though, like I said, I'm glad we won. Bryce do leave some passes where you like, what the fuck? You get what I'm saying? Type of
And Big Tate,
throws
that's
out
what I
there
was
sometimes.
talking about with them screens. You know all them
yeah,
screen calls and all them underneath routes that we was calling. Canelo's trying to prevent Bryce from throwing turnovers early.
Yeah, I know
yeah.
that. We all know that because his deep ball. Let's be real, it's still horrible. I mean, I know he completed that one that Xavier Leggett, but 1 for 30 still ain't good. You know what I'm saying? When he's trying to throw the
And,
ball past 15 yards.
and I will tell you
Yeah,
this, man. That one situation last week where we I think we threw like three screens. The first, I mean, like back to back to back. I'm like, what the fuck we doing?
yeah. But yeah, the mid tight when he throws the ball past 10, 15 yards, that ball be wobbling. You know what I'm saying? Don't even look
Yeah,
good. That's why I'm like, I mean, I don't know, Tyke. It's just he every time he has the ball, he throw the pass D. He scared him because I'm thinking, all right, somebody gonna pick it off. You know what I'm saying? He gonna float in there
Yeah.
and somebody gonna have a pick six. That's what I always think.
right.
But then
I'm not
again, they
gonna
say
lie
I'm a
to
hater.
you. Be good. I can't even lie to you. Every time the ball in that boy's hands, I gotta hold my breath.
I mean, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. But I'm trying to
I'm
give
not
him some
lying, bro.
type of leeway.
I done seen him throw so many picks in so many weird situations, man. I just be anticipating the interception early, like
We all do. That's why I'm saying teams don't play their wide receivers hard on what I'm saying, on a wide receiver. They play the ball. You get what I'm saying? Because he's good. He's one of those players now that we know he's good for a pick six. Or what I'm saying, really 2 to 3 turnovers, to be honest with you. So
You
that's
know
yeah,
what
the
what,
scares
man?
me
defense
when
is
we're
always
watching him
looking
play.
for it.
You know what, man? I look at it like this with Bryce, man. Going back to his college days, I feel like when he was in college, I don't think he really read. I don't think he really was reading the defense like that. If you think about it, man, because think about it,
He wasn't.
the receivers that he had, they probably the boy that's in Detroit, what's his name, Jameson, something Jameson,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, the track
yeah, but a
star,
lot of
basically.
Jameson Williams.
yeah, yeah, Jameson Williams, like a lot, like that year, Jameson Williams was that receiver. Like a lot of times when he probably dropped back, he probably didn't really have to read the goddamn defense because Jameson Williams was open. His first read, he open. So he ain't really got to read the defense because ain't nobody really making him read the defense because the first goddamn read is open. So I think when he was at Alabama, man, like a lot of people saying, we done said it too. It was more the talent around him. He didn't have to do a lot because the talent around him was so good. It made it easy for him. You didn't really have to read the
Yeah,
defense like that because your first read, you drop back the slant route. Okay, it's open. Bam. I ain't even gotta look to the middle. I ain't even gotta look to the left. The shit already open. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
Then he had
can,
he
can
had
I?
he had go
Yeah,
ahead,
yeah,
go ahead,
you're
go ahead.
right. You're right. Can I say this? That's why I'm getting tired of now. Like AAU, football, prep schools, it all supposed to help the kids, but technically, only thing it's doing is coddling right now. Because if you playing with basically this NFL talent or the best of the best, how you getting better when you ain't playing against that same type of talent? I think they gotta.
Right.
I ain't saying it's competition. You always want to go against the best, but they gotta start spreading this stuff out so we can see who really got the goods and who don't. Cause it's
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what I'm saying, when we be looking at certain things, we gotta argue with people like, hey bro, that ain't good, that ain't gonna last. And people say he did it in college. You know what I'm saying? Then when we see what we got, and we always hear people say, I just don't understand why he's not good. And we like, we told you. He's playing with elite talent where he don't have to really do much. He just gets the
Right.
credit for it. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? And I'm talking about for all
Mhm.
facts. I'm talking about basketball. Like we be seeing some of these kids play now and don't really know. They're type you on or 36. You understand when I say about this? They value the three ball so much they forget about okay other things. I mean, I ain't saying you got to be a scorer, but there's other ways you can impact the game. Defense, setting a good screen. You know what I'm saying? Good assist. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Where you
yeah,
can be
yeah, I know
fabulous in
exactly
the
what you're
game.
talking about.
They taking that out, and now those kids when they play, their IQ ain't there. Then they don't know what to do when they ain't touching the ball, which basically makes them useless out there. You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying they need to spread this stuff out so you can actually see
Yeah.
who got the goods and who don't. Because at one point, what was that dude name from Georgia? I mean, not Georgia. Bo Jackson. They knew he was the goods, right? I mean, I'm assuming he played with a good team. That's way past my time. But they knew he was this a generational player, right?
Mhm.
Just because of what he could, what he represented. But now you
Right.
seeing all these kids want to join all that talent at once, so it's harder to kind of, you know what I'm saying, to kind of tell, okay, who really the goods or who just really play on a good team. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean,
I
I'm just
know
throwing
exactly
that
what
out
you're talking
there.
about. Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
throwing that
You're
out there.
right.
That's been irking me. You know what I'm saying for a while now when it comes to
Yep.
all facets of sports now. So my fault
And
for
you know,
going on that
and
little
you know
rant.
what? And you know what? Be good. I think I think that's one of the good things. Like a lot of people say, about the NIL, was the player getting paid money in college. I think that's one of the good things with the NIL because it's like now, if you look at it, the talent is more spread it around. Rather as
Yeah,
before the
just
NIL,
ones.
it
Yeah,
pretty much it pretty much was every year it was Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan,
Clemson
pretty much. Yeah,
and
and
Clemson.
Clemson.
Yeah, throw
Yeah,
Clemson.
Clemson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I mean,
Clemson when they had they run, it was pretty much them
yeah, that's what
same
I'm saying.
teams.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I just wanted to keep spreading out so we can see who
Right.
really got the goods and who don't. Cause that one or two teams this in it, I'm tired of it. And they go for basketball and all facets of sport. But making super
Hmm.
teams to actually learn how to be good on your own, learn how to lose. So when you learn how to lose, you know how to be better in that situation. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
When it
Oh
comes
yeah, yeah,
down
yeah.
to it.
More definitely. Yeah, more definitely. More definitely. I know exactly what you're saying. Shit. Speaking on the basketball 336, I see your boy lost a close one to Golden State last night. That was a good game. I watched like the second half of that shit.
After
You
three
still?
six, I guess he went on.
Oh, okay,
I
okay,
guess
okay.
he did step away. I didn't get a chance
Oh,
to see it like that, but I watched
oh, okay. Yeah, it was.
I
Yeah,
try to.
it
It
was a
was a good
pretty it was a
game,
pretty
too.
good game. Yeah, yeah. Golden State they beat them. They squeezed them out at the end. It was a good game though. But
I got you. Hey, what's going on with Milwaukee? I haven't really had the chance to really watch them play, so I don't
man,
know
I
really what's going on.
you know what be good. I don't know what the hell going on with them, but I know they like ain't they like 1-6 or some shit.
Yeah, that's why I was asking to see if you watch them play, because I can say the same thing with Philly. You get what I'm saying? Because I mean,
Yeah,
I've been listening, watching that. That coach, he refused to play his young players. I like, bro. I like it. I understand it gonna mess up, but how you coaching, you getting fired, from you gonna get fired from Philly just because how you was coaching Toronto. You refuse to play your young talent. I like, bro, you gotta play talent. Your young talent to
right.
let them get some minutes.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You more definitely, more definitely. But yeah, they you know what Milwaukee to me, man, they pretty much been kind of like going down since they made that trade. The guard when they traded the guard to
Yeah,
Boston.
yeah,
What's
yeah. I know
that
you're
motherfucker
talking about
name?
Drew something
Drew
holiday, yeah,
Drew
something
Holiday.
holiday.
That's yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's his name. Yeah, Drew Holiday. But anyway, when they traded him, man, now you really see how important he was to that team, man. As far as defense, as far as the stuff
yeah.
that he did for
Defense,
that team. Yeah, not
defense,
just defensive. Yeah, especially on defense, the
and the
perimeter
system, how he
defense.
played it
Yeah, and because Dame time, don't get me wrong, Dame time gonna give you them points, but he a liability on
on
defense
their
because
defensive end. Yeah, I agree.
yeah,
They went with
yeah,
the name instead of what was best for the team. You get what I'm saying?
right, right. So they went for offense. They wanted to go offense, and that shit don't hurt them, man. It's like that. It's like that shit don't backfire on their ass because it's like you had your team going, you had them got a championship, and you tore the shit down for some goddamn offense. You should have left it like how it was, and you probably would have been still. You probably would have been still up in there like how Boston is now. Boston,
Yeah,
it's gonna the way Boston looking now, man. It's gonna be hard to beat them motherfuckers in the 7 game series if they stay healthy. Like I was telling you before, it's gonna be hard to beat them motherfuckers in the 7 game series, man. They deep, man. I'm talking about they bench them motherfuckers deep, man. They can play any game you want to play. You want to play the big man game? Okay, we put this on the court. You want to run? You want to try to run the flow? We got these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? We got all type of different motherfuckers we can throw at your best player to guard them. We got big guys that can guard them. We got small guys that can guard them. We can spread the flow, shoot that bitch. We can attack the basket. They whatever you want to do, they can get down and dirty with you. So that's why I say it's gonna be hard to beat them motherfuckers in the 7 game series, man.
yeah, tight. I mean, I really don't see a matchup problem. They don't have no matchup problems. You know what
Right,
I'm
right.
saying? When it comes down to it, then like I said, my man that won MVP last year for their team, he played defense and offense. That's what I love. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
what's the shooting guard name? Brown. I like
Oh,
how he
Jalen Brown.
plays. Yeah, he got that old school game to him. When I say
Yeah,
old school, I mean I'm talking about shooting twos. He shoot the three, but he guard. You know what I'm saying? He can guard one of the best players out there. If need be, he does more things instead of just worry about offense. You know what I'm saying?
right, right, right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. That's why I say. I mean, when I used to watch like early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? You used to
Hmm.
see like different types of like people. Like, okay, they got the bit men. They played this way. This other team got this way how to play. Now they all almost play the same. They just try to play for threes, and I can't stand it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, because I like, bro, a 3-point shot is not really an efficient shot. I know kids and stuff they practice it, and it's cool to have, kind of have the fundamentals. But tight, if me and you was to play with, I'm talking about, I mean, well, I know you older than me. I play that
Hmm.
old school way. We play against some kids. They can dribble, but let's just say, only thing they know how to really do is shoot threes. The only thing we got to do is keep running them off the, you know what I'm saying? Running them off the
Hey, be
three,
good.
3-point line.
Yeah. Hey, be good. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm 47 right now, and I keep myself, even though I drive trucks, I keep myself in good shape because I try to work out. I probably
Yeah.
work out probably about four, at least probably about 4 times out the week. But
Oh,
I
you
played
good then?
basketball. Yeah, I played basketball. I'm talking about full court. I used to go play every Friday and Saturday. I used to go play Friday night and go play Saturday. And I played all the way up until shit. I was like 44. No bullshit. Be good.
Okay.
I
Okay.
swear to God, this the honest to God truth. I played until I was like 44, and I still can play right now. But you want me to tell you why I stopped? The only reason why I stopped is because I was in good shape where I can run, I could play like 10 games straight, full court. Because
Okay.
and it wasn't that my team was always winning. It was because I've always been good at rebounding the ball. I'm a true I'm 6'2", but I'm a true big man. I'm rebounding the ball. I'm a set picks. I'm gonna hit the mid range. I'm gonna out rebound anybody on the floor. And guys used to always come to me and be like, "How the fuck you keep getting all these goddamn rebounds and all these niggas out here big, taller, bigger than you, but you out rebounding them?" And I tell them it ain't all about jumping. It's about
Yeah. It's
just
about
like just
the
like with a jump.
position.
It's just like be good. It's just like in the red zone when they throw you the fade route. When they throw you the fade
Hmm.
route, you gotta attack the ball. Don't wait for the ball to come to you. Now, if he throw it over the shoulder and you running, then yeah, you can try to catch and keep your feet in, for the touchdown. But if he throw it up, you gotta attack the ball. You don't wait for the ball to get to you. You gotta go get it. You see where it's
Yeah.
at, go get it, attack the ball. And that's the same way you gotta do with rebounding. Once that ball bounce off the rim, don't wait to see where it's going. When it bounce off and you know it's going to the left, get off the floor. Go on and get up. Don't wait. Go. And see, that's what it was.
I got you, tight.
I'm beating them off the floor. You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
but to go back to the main thing I was talking about before I started talking about rebounding. the reason why I was able to still play with them be good was because of the fact that they shoot so many fucking 3-pointers. That's how I was able to still play with them because it would be every weekend I went to go play, it was guys on the court 6'6", 6'5", 6'7". See, there was one young dude out there, he was 6'8", but guess where he playing at? Be good.
Beyond the
He
three
out
point
there,
line.
the motherfucker 6'8". He
Man,
had the goddamn
I mean,
3-point line.
bit tight. I still play basketball. This, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't go as hard because I don't want to get injured or something crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
when I will run a game and stuff, they make it easier for me. You know what I'm saying?
They
I'm
make
lighting
it
it quick.
easy.
So
Easy,
once I
be
get
good.
past that dude drive, somebody come down. Okay, easy kick out. And then if I see him miss, I like, hey, bro, when I do that drive, just cut with. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, from the sides. Easy bucket. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
But yeah,
Easy,
they
man.
all play the outside in instead of inside out.
All of
I'm
them.
like, hey,
All of them.
okay,
All
all
of
of
them.
them. That's what I say. It's easy for me to. They be asking, man, how can you score like that? I was like, one, I don't have to take. I mean, I don't have to walk with the ball. And second, if y'all all playing outside, I'm lighting it quick. It ain't gonna be too many people who can stay in front of me. And if you do, okay, I got the mid range, or I'm just gonna pass it out. Try to,
Right.
what I'm saying, do a little motion. Because now I realize when you pass, everybody stay right there. When I pass, I just always go wherever side I pass the ball to. If I pass it to the right, I go to the left. You know what I'm saying? Pass it to the left, I go to the right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
ain't
yeah.
wasting all my energy. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, they make it
But
easier for me now how
oh
they
yeah,
play. I
ever
don't
since
like it personally,
yeah,
but
ever since that Steph
I
Curry
ain't.
shit with
Yeah,
that 3-pointer,
yeah,
the motherfucker even when it come to pickup ball, the motherfucker hang around the 3-point line, man. They ain't shooting no mid ranges. And see, that's how I was able to still play with them. Cause after a game, they used to be like old school, run another one, run another one, run another one. I'd be like, shit, man, I gotta go, man. I'd be like, I don't play about 12 goddamn games straight. I'm like, shit, I'll be like, I'm 42, 43. I gotta go. Them motherfuckers be like, you 42? How the fuck you still running like that?
yeah.
You
They make
know,
it easy. It's easy.
yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
like
and them
y'all.
kids.
I'm like y'all make it easy for me. I'm like y'all hang around the 3-point line. I'm taking the mid range. I'm getting the rebound, getting the putbacks. I'm setting picks and shit for y'all. Y'all ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
But
mean, it's just tight. When I grew up, my dad he played, uncles and them played. My sister right now, she in college for a ride. You know what I'm saying? Scholarship. Where she going? You know what I'm saying? It just I grew up around people. Athletes. I had to learn. You know what I'm saying? Play. You know what I'm saying? With taller people and stuff like that. Had to always say I had a football mind when it comes down to it. It's just I could. If you used to playing a certain sport, your mind never leaves. It. You get what I'm saying? Tight. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Never leave.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
It
saying,
don't never
I
leave.
tell them that, yeah, I say it's simple. You just making it harder because you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
When it
facts,
comes
facts,
down
facts.
to it. And
Yeah,
like I said, since they all want to, like you said, type, back in the day, they didn't do that with me. They was like 6 foot. If you 6 foot, you was playing at the post to a certain degree where I was at. You get what I'm saying? Now, we
oh
had the
yeah.
6'4", 6'5" dudes. But
Hmm.
I would have to take a little quick, free throw line jumper real fast. But now since they all on the outside, I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like, hey,
I was
okay,
like,
easy, easy work.
yeah, because I mean, tight. I'll tell you right now, how you say you get rebounds right now. If I know that, I'm going to call you to the free throw line. I'm like, hey, tight, I'll throw the pass right there and cut. Let's see if you hit me. If you don't, go ahead and take them. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nobody
Hmm.
there anyway. You know what I'm saying? Simple,
Yeah.
little simple stuff. Then when he try to
Hmm.
do it, I use you as the pick. You get what I'm saying? Let you
Yeah,
catch
yeah,
at the
yeah.
free throw line, run right off of you. He gonna run right to you. Ooh, easy play. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Oh yeah,
They
I
they
got.
don't teach that no more. They don't
Nah,
teach
they
that no
don't.
more.
Nah, they don't.
And people was like, hey, what you do? I'm like, bro, I didn't cheat. You ran into him, not me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just
Cause
simple stuff I realize kids don't do. It irks me. I mean, I'm glad I know it, but it just that's a part of
a
the
lot a
game,
lot
I
of them,
guess, man.
yeah, a lot of them don't do it. And like sometimes as a big man, sometimes if you got a guard that can attack the basket like that or they can shoot, you don't always have to run up to them to set the pick. Sometimes you set the pick, let them bring that shit to you. Like I used to tell the guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna set the pick, but bring that motherfucker to me instead of me going up there and they calling it out.
Yeah,
Like watch the pick
yeah.
and,
I
and he
mean,
looking
tight.
for it.
I could play either
Drive
way.
to the
Like,
basket and I'm gonna come up, drive to the basket, and when you drive, I'm gonna step up. He gonna run into me. He ain't even gonna see the shit. But
Type. That's
it's
why I
just
said
different
I grew up
shit.
playing like that. Yeah, it's different ways. Like you said, 4 or 5 different ways you can run that. You know what I'm saying? I know how to do all
Yeah,
of it. That's where it make it
yeah,
easy. Cause like I said, I'm about to be 28. I already know my body kind of breaking down there, especially with all the injuries I done had. I beat them with the mind. Cause I can tell kids, they be like, they get mad. They're like, you ain't better than me. I like, you right. You know what I mean? They'll be like, what?
yeah,
I said, you right. You better than me. But I like the difference. Why am I winning? I'm smarter than you. I can
right.
get in your head and make you know what I'm saying, when they try to dribble about 1,000 times like Kyrie. I like Kyrie, but you get what I'm saying. They ain't going nowhere. I'm just sitting there,
Yeah,
just waiting. By the
yeah,
end,
yeah.
I don't know what they go to now. Sometimes where I'm from, they go to 16. Sometimes they go to 12 straight up. But when they get
Right,
about
right.
the eighth or nine, unless they hitting all their shots, they tired. Once they hit 9 and 10, I'm like, oh, easy. You know what I'm saying? It's easy now. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
they make the game a whole lot easier now, and I hate that because
hmm
I like you taking away the bit, man.
Oh yeah,
From the
they most
game.
definitely. Yeah, they most definitely do that. If you're a big man nowadays, you got to be able to. It's three things you got to be able to do. You got to be able to shoot. You got to be able to run the flow, and you need to be able. If you're a big man now, if you can at least shoot the mid range, or if you can now if you can shoot the three, that's big. But if you can at least shoot the mid range to spread the flow, and you can run the flow, rebound, you can make good money in the NBA by just doing that. If you can rebound and shoot, you can make good money in the NBA. Good money.
But
Good
that's why
money.
I will always say like, because I got a chance to see like you had to YouTube it though, like 80s and 90s and early 2000s. Those teams would beat these new age teams now just because of the physicality. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
When it comes down to it, because I know people say, well, what they gonna do about the spacing? I was like, okay, what they gonna do about their physicality? Because none of
Right.
y'all power forwards and centers can handle them. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
When it comes down to it. And I think
hmm
physicality is part of the game. I mean, people, don't want to admit it, but I don't know, Ty. I mean, I always say it's good to have some type of finesse, but sometimes you just gotta have the body. I'm talking about any sports when it comes down to it, like football. Linebackers, I want my linebackers. You're a middle, you need to be at least about 255.
You need to be at least about 250,
Will,
right? Right.
yeah, Will, I
Yeah.
say 230. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
about
saying?
230, 225, 230. Yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sam, that depends. I want him to have good feet, but he's more that strong side. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. He
That's
more the
how I like
strong
my
side.
linebackers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
when
right.
it comes
That's how
down
they
to it.
that's how they supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? That's how they supposed to be. You need your middle linebacker to be, bigger guy to be able to take on them blocks because them guards gonna be coming at his ass on certain runs. They're gonna be trying to get to the second level and get to his ass. So he need that body. He need that body and to be able to move to get off them blocks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Can
you
I
most
say
definitely
this? I
right
know it's gonna
right
hurt
about that.
Panthers. I know it's gonna hurt Panthers fan. That's why Luke Kuechly couldn't last as long as he did. Even though he played at a high level, he did with his mind. That's why he couldn't last as long as some of these other guys did.
hmm
His mind was there, but his body wasn't.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
why I
yeah.
say,
Them.
yeah, go ahead, sir. My
Oh
fault.
no, I was just gonna say yeah. Them concussion. They hurt him big time. Them concussion.
Yeah,
Yeah. But shoot,
but
be
yeah,
good,
Ty.
man. I'm
Go ahead.
I'm
My
about to
fault.
yeah, I'm about to get ready to get up out of here, man. I done made it over here to pick this doggone load up. I gotta go in here and check in and shit. But I most definitely appreciate you coming through, hollering at me, man.
Bro, I appreciate you having. I tell the podcast word all that, bro. I appreciate y'all giving me the opportunity to speak my piece on it. So
Oh, oh yeah, I'm always anytime I see you in there, I'm always let you come up, man. Anytime. I'm
I got
but yeah, anybody with listening, man. I know we kind of got off topic, with the Panthers at the end, but me and Be Good, we like to talk about basketball sometimes. So I know we got off the topic, but shit, we sometimes sometimes it might be like that. We talk about sport. But if y'all like my show, man, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell also, man, because I probably Be Good shit. I might come back on. Me and my homeboy, we might come back on tonight. It just depends. He was talking to me about it earlier, so just look out for it. We might come back on tonight, probably maybe about 8, 9
I'm
o'clock. I don't
trying.
know if you got anything going.
Yeah,
But
some college basketball comes on tonight again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always gonna like, but hey, when it comes down to, I meant to ask you, are you gonna not stream the game. Sunday, are you gonna be doing a live commentary for the
I'm
game?
thinking. Oh, you talking about for the Panthers? I'm thinking about it, but
Yeah.
yeah. If I do, I'll most definitely you'll see it. You'll see it. But I'll most definitely
I
probably
mean, after,
say,
before, it don't matter. Take, you know, I'm gonna always like your stuff. You do real good work out here, brother.
man, I be trying, man. I had to squeeze in my time. I'm a truck driver, so I had to do it
Yeah,
sometime when I
I
had to get
understand.
my information
Yeah,
sometime when I'm sitting or when I go home or
yeah,
something. But yeah, I be trying, man. I be
yeah. I
trying.
know that truck. I mean, my father, my aunt, well, two of my uncles, they truck drivers. So I understand that life y'all live. So hey, be safe out there, though, bro.
All right, man. I appreciate it, man. And y'all enjoy y'all day. And we gonna get up out of here, man.
All right, appreciate you. Ty.